Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. Other things. Now you can't see the whole thing. It's live right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, so I'm going live making bagels. I'm gonna start with 2 cups of warm water. And then I'm going to get I'm actually gonna do 3 teaspoons and 1/4 teaspoon of yeast, instant active yeast. So 1, 2, 3.
What kind of bagels are you making?
And 1/4. Close my yeast up. And then I'm going to get a tablespoon of sugar. Hold on. Boom. And the sugar is actually just gonna help like the yeast develop. Now I'm gonna whisk it. Hold on, I put my whisk somewhere. Now I'm gonna whisk it. And then I have to wait like 5 minutes because I have to wait till it gets puffy. And then I know it's ready to bake with. So this is the process of making dough. And basically what I'm doing right now, doing this instead of like doing everything at once is called like proofing your yeast. And so it basically just makes sure your yeast isn't like too old to use. And it shows you beforehand that it's gonna get all nice and bubbly like it's supposed to when you put it in the oven. So now it's like, you wait. Literally for like 5 minutes. I guess while doing that, I can prepare in other ways for this moment. I'm gonna need flour. I don't want to use all-purpose flour. A lot of recipes for bagels say to use like all-purpose flour. If you bake, you know, you want to use bread flour, okay? So I'm gonna use a little bit of all-purpose flour and a little bit of bread flour. There's like 1/2 cup of bread flour in here from when I was making something else. So I'm gonna also get 1, let's see. This will be like 2 cups of bread flour. And now I'm gonna switch over to my all-purpose flour.
Where are you live?
The Jones Family channel. So now I'm gonna get a cup of the all-purpose flour. So we're at like 3 cups of flour total. The recipe I saw said 5 cups of flour, but last time that I made this, that was way too much flour. So I'm gonna just do like this looks like 4 cups of flour. I'm not using my scale. Sometimes I use my scale because that actually makes it more accurate, which just goes to show. I put 3 cups of flour in here, but it's already almost at the 4 cup flour line. So cups are different. So I'm actually gonna stop right there because I can always add more flour, but what I don't want to do is get into the game of adding more liquid. So The next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm just waiting for. I'm still just waiting, but my yeast is starting to bubble up nice like I want it to. Let me see if I can show you guys that a little closer. I'm gonna do a hover shot, hold on. See, it's starting to bubble up, but y'all are gonna see it's really gonna get like puffy. Okay. And like I said, now we continue to wait. I do have a sourdough starter. I could show you guys that. It's right here. I keep it in the fridge because I don't want to feed it all the time. But one thing I realized, I don't actually like sourdough. So I have a sourdough starter. I like the thought of the health benefits of sourdough, but it definitely changes the flavor of things. I'm gonna try to like get myself more into it. So I'll start like doing my yeast recipe still, but then adding in like a little bit of sourdough starter just so I can get that health benefit. I'm not doing that this time, but in general, I'm thinking about starting to do that. Oops, I can't close it too tight because then it's releasing gases and then it'll like explode. Alrighty, and so again, still just waiting for this to continue to do what it's doing. Baking is about being patient, waiting patiently. And one of the reasons I do bake is because my pastor said everybody should do something that requires patience. And that is how I got into baking. Even though I use instant rapid rise yeast, so I'm also, I do all the things to try to make it not take as long. But still, even in this moment, I have to be patient. Even though this isn't actually the patient part, because after we mix the dough, then we're gonna knead the dough and then we'll have to come back because the dough will have to rise for like 2 hours. So I probably won't finish these bagels until like 9:30 at night. Like 9:30, just depending on how long it takes the dough to rise. You have to wait until it doubles in size. So at any rate, I'll be back after this finishes proofing so that then we can mix the other ingredients and knead the dough. All right?